Engage.
Stand by. Stand by. Get ready. All points go loud. Go loud.
Call sign Delta 2 to any friendly Allied unit. We are a friendly ground unit requesting immediate assistance. Over.
Stand by. Stand by.
Search Al-Hadar for Delta 2. Use the laser designator to identify targets to your supporting gunships. Be advised, Iraqi armor is deployed in the town. Enemy mortar teams are also present.
Listen up, people. Head north through the enemy lines and reinforce Delta 2 until we can get there. Pilot wheel. Target down! Taking fire! Infantry ahead! Target down! Taking fire! Taking fire! Engine mag! Infantry ahead! Engine mag! Stand down. Taking fire! How you know? How you know? How you know? Engine mag! Yankee mag! Taking fire! Target down! I will. Target down! Infantry aid! Target down! Target down! Thunder! Pirate wheel! Changing mag! Target down! Target down!
Cowboy 3, Alpha 1, this is Cowboy 3. We are on station and ready to help out. Over.
I don't wanna be told to grow
Activision is here today to cast 10 real kids into our new skateboarding video game, Disney's Extreme Skate Adventure.
Please make me, please, please, please.
This is who I am and this is what I like. GC Summon, Blink, and NXPX rocking my room. If you're looking for me, I'll be at the show. I can never find a better place to go until the day I die. I promise I won't change. So you better give up. I don't wanna be told to grow up. And I don't wanna change. I just wanna have fun. I don't wanna be told to grow up. And I don't wanna change. So you better give up. 'Cause I'm not gonna change. I don't wanna grow up. I don't wanna be told to grow up. I don't wanna be told to grow up. I don't wanna be told to grow up. And I don't wanna change. I just wanna have fun. I don't wanna be told to grow up. And I don't wanna change. So you better give up. No, I don't wanna change. So you better give up. 'Cause I'm not gonna change. I don't wanna grow up.
Your next exercise is to collect the letters to spell skate. Up to it! Give me an S! Ha! Did you see that? Right, soldier! You got the K! That's the A! Good work! You've secured the T! The E has been captured! Well done! Now I've got a real test for you. My men are trapped in that chest and need to be rescued. It takes just one trick to pick that lock. Go to it!
sent someone to save us!
It's an honor and a privilege to serve with you. You can serve in my unit anytime.
We salute you!
My men have constructed a domino race course. To complete your skate training, make it through the domino gates in the allotted time. Soldier, you've located the first gate! Another gate has been completed! Keep going! You're showing superior skills! Next gate located! You've located the first gate! Another gate has been completed! Keep going! You're showing superior skill! Next gate located! We've almost completed this course satisfactorily! Superior racing, soldier! You're one gate away from completion! Your name will go down in the history books, soldier! Listen up, soldier! Your first exercise is to break the high score in Andy's bedroom. Now get going! Way to go, soldier! Howdy, partner! Reach for the sky! You've shown you have the skills to beat the high score. Now show me what you can do about the extreme score. Soldier, you've made your country proud.
Did I scare you? Something Something terrible has happened. Ham is caught on top of the toilet and he doesn't want to jump down. He's afraid he'll lose all his change. Oh, I think flushing the toilet might be the only way to get him off of it.
Pal, thanks for the rescue. Huh, I bet you're wondering what I was doing there in the first place. Not to mention why flushing was the way to save me. Let's just say it's not something I care to describe.
Reach for the sky! Ha ha! Ride like the wind! Ha ha! Did you see that?
That's not exactly what I had in mind.
Reach for the sky! Ha ha!
Hey, now that I'm out of there, how about showing me your stuff, huh? Let's see if you can land a trick on all the blocks that spell out Andy's name in 1 minute. Give me a D! Give me an A! Give me an N! Give me a Y! Nice display of aerial maneuvering!
I lost my squeaker. Could you help me? Oh, you did a great job. You've gotten the globe free. Could you now grab my squeaker, please? I'm so glad you found my squeaker.
I'm falling with style!
That's not exactly what I had in mind.
I wish I could skate like that, but I can't keep my balance with these little arms. Oh, I can't watch. You're a real talent.
Follow me.
About time. Let's go.
About Join us.
Let's roll.
Reconnoiter! Observe enemy.
You bet.
Regroup!
We'll go.
Aboard!
Dang.
Holy camole! Where did that go? Hey, come over here!
Go, Scout! Everybody!
We'll be back.
Get them! All of you!
You want some?
Wipe them out! Everybody! Bring it on! All of you! Over here, guys!
Here you go. Pull out! Fall back! This way. Ah! Go watch the right. Get back here! Aboard!
Sure thing.
back here.
Ready, duel.
Goblin Hero. Goblin Hero. Goblin Hero. Goblin Hero. Goblin Hero. Goblin Hero.
Ready, duel. Raging Goblin. Warrior. Goblin Hero. Raging Goblin. Giant Spider. Raging Goblin. Goblin. Brushwood Elemental. Open Flame. Raging Goblin. Goblin. Raging Goblin. Engulfing Flame. Rex Charge. Goblin King. Raging Goblin. Engulfing Flame. Raging Goblin. Raging Goblin. Raging Goblin. Revolting Flame. Revolting Flame. Raging Goblin. Revolting Flame. Raging Goblin. Revolting Flame. Elvish Warrior. Unchained Wild. Giant Goblin. Brushwood Elemental. Reckless Charge. Giant Blade. Raging Goblin. Fervor. Ready, duel. Raging Goblin. Elvish Warrior. Gauntlet. Engulfing Playground. Ready, duel. Raging Gauntlet. Elvish Warrior. Raging Gauntlet. Goblin Hero. Spider. Vessel. Goblin Smooth Elemental. Goblin Goblin Hero. Engulfing Flame.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
We're at the Horseshoe, Ohio Stadium, here in the capital city of Columbus, as they get set to host this exciting football contest. It is freezing out here for today's game between the Michigan Wolverines and the Buckeyes of Ohio State. And here come the Buckeyes. You can feel the electricity in this stadium. Hey folks, Brad Nessler, Lee Corso, and Kirk Herbstreit here, and it doesn't get any bigger than Michigan, Ohio State as far as rivalries go. Kirk, how do you see this one? This really looks like a deadlock. This could go to either team.
You're right, and that's why I think individual performances will be the difference. Ohio State knows all too well about playmakers as they have one of their own at the running back position. This guy's got way too much talent to be contained. Lee, I think he'll lead them to a close victory.
I like that pick, and I'm going to tell you why. Michigan has a good defense, but I think as good as their defense is, they will have a hard time defending this kind of running attack. I think they'll play well, but not well enough, sweetheart, to win this ball game.
Thank you, guys. The team captains are on the field, and this game is about to get underway. And they're ready to kick this one off. Kicks it off. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. They'll go to work at the 20-yard line. The Buckeyes come out in the ace formation. They'll throw on first down. He's under pressure, and he drops it. It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 20. Ohio State comes out with two tight ends. He drops back. Looks. Home run ball in the air. And he threw that one up for grabs.
This is one of the things that drives a coach crazy. You don't want to do anything stupid. Make mental mistakes that may cost you the ball game.
Third and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line. Michigan lines up with 5 defensive backs. Here's an option, right side. And they got him for a loss.
The quarterback caused them to run out of room. Excellent play by him to keep it from going outside.
Rather than punt it away, they're going to take a shot at this defense. He's looking for his man. Got it! And he's all the way down to the 46-yard line. How special was that pass play, Coach?
That was the super-duper special. As a coach, you got to give these players a pat on the back for executing out there.
Number 16 lines up in the shotgun. Back to pass. Throws this one out to the left. Found his man. He's all the way down to the 19-yard line. Let's have another look at that pass, guys.
Well, Brad, here is just a great throw by the quarterback. He does a great job of getting the ball to the receiver quickly. Therefore, the defense doesn't have enough time to break on the ball.
First and 10. Ball on the 19-yard line. The Buckeyes line up with 4 wideouts. They'll throw on first down. Oh, boy, almost intercepted. And they do a good job at swatting that one away.
You're right, Brad. Excellent awareness by the defender to know where the football is and get his hand on it.
So it's second and 10. Ball on the 19. Ohio State will line up in a jumbo set here. Drops back to pass. Under heavy pressure. And that was a good defensive play.
Yeah, guys, this is because he's in great position to make the play.
It's third down and 10. This is the 8th play of this drive. They come out in a goal line set. Inside give. Nothing doing. Tackled for a loss on the play. They lose 4 there. Number 22, awaiting the return. Gets it away. Wait a minute, he's going to throw. They decided that the field goal points weren't enough, apparently.
And it bit him right in the backside.
You got to go for the points this early in the game.
They'll take over at the 23-yard line. Michigan lines up in a bunch formation. They'll throw on first down. Throws this one out to the right. And he's taken down. How about that pass, Kirk?
You know, guys, one of the things often overlooked in college football is the relationship between a quarterback and his receiver. Here, you can see that these two are definitely on the same page.
2 minutes to go in the half. Ace backfield. Here's the give. And he's going to lose yards on this one. Defensive end made a nice tackle there in the backfield. Third and 2 coming up here. Ball on their own 31. Michigan lines up in a goal line set. Laterals back. Here's an opening. And down he goes. And that was a nice gain, and he's going to have enough for the first down.
Well, I think, Brad, the offensive line won the battle up front. You could see the defensive line getting knocked backwards, allowing the ball carrier to pick up a nice gain.
Michigan lines up in a pro set. He steps up, wants to throw outside, and it falls incomplete. He needed a little more touch on his throw.
He's got to take a deep breath, relax, and just play a little pitch and catch out there. Don't be anxious, kid.
Second and 10. Ball on the 45-yard line. Number 23 lines up in the deep back. I formation. He drops back. He's got to throw it in a hurry, and they bring him down for a sack on the play. Boy, they got some major heat on the quarterback that time.
Well, that's the whole goal of the defense. They're going to attack him by bringing multiple looks and blitzing from the linebackers in the secondary to try to confuse him.
So another third down facing the offense, and this one is third and long. Number 23 lines up as a single back, steps up. Got it, and he's taken down at the 42-yard line. The Wolverines call for a timeout, and they've got 2 remaining. It's first and 10. This is the 7th play of this drive. The Wolverines line up with 3 wide. Back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. And it's incomplete. Wow, that pass had some velocity, Kirk.
Well, I think here the quarterback panicked a little bit and rifled it as hard as he could.
So it's second and 10. And this is the 8th play of the drive. They line up in an I. Steps back to pass. He steps up, throws, got it, and down he goes. The Wolverines are going to take a timeout, and they'll have 1 timeout left. First and 10. This is the 9th play of this drive. Michigan sets up in the I. Drops back to pass. Steps up. He's looking. Throws this one out to the right. And he drops it. That's what can happen when you run the same play.
You need to be aware of that and try to mix things up to keep the defense off bounds.
Michigan lines up in a pro set. He drops back. Steps up in the pocket. Got it to his receiver. The wideout made a good-looking grab there.
You're right, and the quarterback threw it as soon as he saw he had that extra step.
Back to pass. He steps up. He's in trouble, and they got him.
There was just not enough people to block. And when there ain't enough, you're going to get nailed.
Second down and 14. Ball on the 15-yard line. Number 34 is lined up for the kick. He gets it up. And it's wide right. No good. Let's look at that one again. They'll set up shop at the 20-yard line. Ohio State goes with the ace set here. They'll throw on first down. That'll do it for the first half. Neither offense could manage to get anything going here, and we head to the locker room, deadlocked at 0. We'll see what kind of halftime adjustments were made as we prepare to start the second half. Here's the kick. Number 21 fields it in the end zone. Spinning. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive. They'll start this drive at the 16. Number 23, the lone back. They'll throw on first down. Steps up with the throw. The wide receiver couldn't quite hang on to that. It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 16. 3 wideouts here. Drops back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Good pick up by the receiver.
Yeah, this kid loves to play. He wants the ball every time they throw it up.
First and 10. Ball on their own 33.
The visiting captain will make the call. Captain, what's your choice? Heads it is. The visiting team won the toss and elects to receive.
Stay in your lane. Open.
This team likes to throw the ball every chance it gets.
Don't give him anything, D.
Now let's jump all over 'em. Defense will generally sit.
Coming here. Watch the bad snap. Chad! Watch him, watch him. Whose man is that? Hut, hut! Set! Hut, 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 hut!
Backside's hot!
Hut, 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 hut! Dig in, stop him! Dig in! Set! Hut!
Get through, get through!
Hut, hut!
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Hello everyone and welcome to Pinehurst Resort. This classic Donald Ross design is one of the standards by which all other courses are judged. I'm Gary McCord for EA Sports. My partner David Faraday is ready to help call the action down on the first tee.
This'll work. Nice play.
Unless I'm seriously mistaken here, that'll be on the beach.
Lucky enough here. Got a nice lie in the trap. Needs to drain this for par.
David, what do you see here?
I would be very happy to see just getting it close. Be a good effort to get this one anywhere near the hole.
For bogey.
Just a bad read on this one. Looking at a double bogey. Oh. Ooh, this is not his best effort.
Can I open my eyes now? That's hard to watch.
It's beginning now.
My name is William Stahl. I am the project lead on Full Spectrum Warrior, which I will walk you through right now. What you are looking at is a standard Army dismounted light infantry squad. It is comprised of two teams. This team is Alpha Team. This team is Bravo Team. By simply pressing the B button on the Xbox controller, I move back and forth between the team leaders of both teams. In the field, as a squad leader, I give my orders to these individuals and they disseminate it to the rest of the team. It's called chain of command, and we simulate that in the game. If I can think and give orders faster than they can react, that's a real problem in the real world, and it's a problem in the game. Full Spectrum Warrior is based on fire and movement tactics. The first part of that is firing. In the real world, as a squad leader, I don't say, fire over here at this target, you fire over there at that car. What I do is I give the team a fire order or a fire sector, and I do that by first pressing the yellow button or the Y button on the Xbox controller, and you'll see that it opens up this cursor system. I control this cursor with the left thumbstick, and when I move it back and forth, when I press the A or action button, I'm basically saying, Bravo team leader, I want your team to have a fire sector at this open aperture. So just by one button press, I've given the order, and you'll see how the team automatically reorients themselves on the terrain to get into a position where they can go eyes sighted. There's a very important distinction between eyes sighted and eyes not sighted. It has to do with reaction time. You'll notice that each man is not pointing the weapon into the back of the man in front of him. That would be what the Army calls negative training. It is an incorrect posture. If I wanted them to guard this building back here for some reason, I could do it this quickly, just like that. You'll see that they all turn and reorient themselves to point in that direction and cover that building. You'll also notice that one man, Automatic Rifleman Private First Class Elias, is not pointing at the building, and that's deliberate. He doesn't want to do that because this man, Grenadier Private First Class Yang, is in his forward fire sector. If he were to raise that weapon and accidentally squeeze off a round, or with that weapon, which is a saw, he'd squeeze off about 5 or 6 rounds before he even realized it, he would put it into the head of that unit in front of him. So he goes unsighted. That is correct procedure. However, if someone were to appear in this building, he would raise that weapon and engage that target, but the reaction time of having to raise the weapon, whatever it is, 0.1, 0.2 seconds, is enough time to get somebody killed in the real world. So as the player, as a tactician, I need to really make sure that I put my men in a position where they can go all eyes sighted. I also have another problem here, which is that this entire team, their entire focus or field of fire is on this building. I have no one covering this rear sector. So if one man was going to run around the back of this mosque here and open up for 1 second, he could spray enough rounds with an AK-47 to kill everybody in this formation. So I'm going to solve both those problems now by using what's called the nudge feature. You'll notice on the left-hand side of the screen there's a dial pad that correlates to the directional pad on the Xbox controller. If I wanted to go to my Automatic Rifleman, Private First Class Elias, I would push in his direction, which is left, and you'll notice that I go right to him. And now that I'm with him, with the thumbstick, I can tell him to move backwards, I can tell him to move forward again, I can turn him around in place, and you'll notice how he goes to the sighted posture when a man is not in his fire sector. If I bring him around further, you'll notice as soon as the team leader gets in his field of view, he lowers that weapon. That's correct procedure. I'm going to bring Elias around, and I'm going to have him target the back of this mosque. I can have him sight high, I can have him sight low, I can have him sight a specific target. For instance, if I think there might be somebody in one of these windows or maybe along this roof line, I would just zoom in and press one button, A. And now when I come back out to the team level, where I primarily play this game, you'll notice that Elias is both sighted and also covering the rear flank, although I've had him cover specifically the roof of this rear flank. That's basically fire orders. Coming over here to my alpha team, the second part of the equation is movement. When I touch the left thumbstick with no other cursor activated, it automatically opens this, what we call an action cursor. And I move it around with the left thumbstick on the terrain, and you'll notice that the camera is smart enough to keep that in focus. I am only operating this cursor and camera with one thumb control. That is it. All I'm doing is I'm giving them a position on the terrain where I want them to go as if I were pointing. And then with pressing one button again, the action button, I'm telling them to go there. And they will move there at their own pace as fast as they can and assume a doctrinally correct formation for open terrain, which is called a wedge or a V. You'll also notice that each man in the formation is actively searching for enemies. You'll also notice that the man to the far left, the rifleman of this formation, is not looking where the man to the far right, the automatic rifleman, is looking. That's calling crossing your fields of fire. That's incorrect procedure, and that is not what a professional soldier does. They're all responsible for their own sector in this formation. Where they look is determined by who they are and where they are in the formation. So as I move the cursor out into the world, you'll also notice that it's contact sensitive. So when I touch, say for instance, this building, it changes the order to wall, from V or wedge to wall. And you'll also notice that the center circle, the yellow dot, that's where my team leader goes. It's very important that I know that at all times. As I move this up along the wall, you'll notice that the formation changes automatically to corner formation as soon as it touches the corner. So with one button press, again, all I'm doing is I'm telling them to go to the corner and assume a corner formation. It's that simple. When they get to the corner, the team leader will automatically check that corner and report back to me if he sees anything. That corner is clear, so I'm free to proceed to move Bravo team up to the next corner. What I want you to notice is that the yellow dot indicating where my team leader is in this formation at the corner, he's in the rear position. By simply adjusting the cursor, I can move him to the front position of this formation. There isn't any menus. I don't have to go through a bunch of button presses. All formation variation is handled through subtle differences in the cursor on the terrain. And then all I do is press the A button to send them there. Although this time I'm going to hold the A button. All orders have a press and hold function. So if I hold the button, I'm telling them to move in a special way. It's called bounding. They move 2 by 2 with 2 men moving, always looking for enemies, 2 men covering. When the team gets there, they'll automatically check the corner and call for the second team to join them. Okay, this man comes under fire, signals that he has one enemy. You'll notice that they do not engage in the target until I clear them to fire. I check and make sure that there aren't any civilians in my line of fire, and I say, Bravo, you are clear to fire that quickly. You'll notice how they reorient themselves and get into a position where they can engage that target. You'll notice that they use the corner. Unfortunately, the enemy also uses the corner when he fires at them. This enemy is in a very bad position for me to take him out. He's got the corner and the car is covered. So I'm going to move back to my Alpha team, and I'm going to use them to flank around to this position in the mosque. That's why I have 2 teams.
Wait for the reload, Alpha.
Looks like I have a good angle on that target, so I'm going to quickly clear Alpha to fire.
Bad guy down. All clear.
Checks the corner. It's all clear. What you just saw was a successful flanking maneuver. That is what that's called in the Army. When you are in urban combat, the absolute worst place to be is in open terrain. You always want to move from concealment to concealment, from cover to cover. Being out in the middle of the street means that you have 360 degrees of possible attack from any altitude. When they see a target, they automatically go prone and return fire. Okay, I have another target here, over there. Now I have Alpha pinned in the middle of the street. So I have to go to my Bravo team, and I'm going to have them lay suppressive fire down on that enemy. He would rather duck than be killed, and I will quickly move this team to the corner. I have one up the alley.
Grenade! Get down!
The team automatically gets down and reacts to grenades.
Bravo, circle around behind the mosque.
Moving to the corner for cover. I will go back to the other team. I will have them disengage this target and move to a position where they can get that other enemy. Moving quickly. Alpha still under fire. There he is, clear to fire.
Got him. Alpha's still pinned, man. Move out.
You'll notice when the cursor touches the enemy, I can give an order specific to that enemy. With one button press, I'm telling the team to move to that enemy and secure him. In urban combat, you want to secure your enemies. You don't want to leave their weapons laying in the streets because children come by and pick them up and blow their hands off, or worse, point them at me, and then they become targets. You'll notice one man covers the enemy, the other man removes his weapons. Alpha dug themselves into this corner here for safety. I'm going to move them back up to the front of the building. You'll notice the squad leader giving the command. We simulate the chain of command. I don't see him, but I'm going to have the team go ahead and cover in that direction anyway. I'm going to return to Bravo team and move them up the street so I can reunite my teams into a full squad. always wanting to keep your teams together. I have no one covering Alpha's back right now. Enemy has returned. You'll notice how they engage. Ooh, you'll notice how they re-engage in fire automatically. He's going to get away. I'm going to tell Alpha to cease fire. I'm going to tell Bravo to cease fire. Notice how Bravo is on their belly automatically. I did not tell them to do that. That is what a professional soldier should know how to do. When the cursor touches friendly units, I can secure them as well or give them aid. Unfortunately, this soldier died from that encounter. I'm going to have Alpha Team go ahead and secure him. I'm going to move Bravo Team up the street to this car. You'll notice my Grenadier covering my team leader as he secures that individual. Notice how Alpha automatically moves back to the corner for protection. I didn't have to tell them how to do that either. I'll have them cover up the street here. All eyes are now in the direction where the enemy last was who killed their friend. I understand that, but I need to break this formation up. I need more situational awareness in the middle of the street. So I'm going to turn my rifleman around, have him guard in this direction. I'm going to turn my Grenadier around. Notice how he lowers his weapon, have him guard in this direction. I'm going to go to my automatic rifleman, who's my high casualty producing weapon. I'm going to pull him off the car so that he can accurately cover where that enemy last was. Cars actually aren't very good cover. They tend to splinter under bullet fire. Now I'm going to move Alpha up and across the street to the next corner. Moving corner to corner, using cover when I can. I have 2 targets up the street. I will clear them to fire, and I will immediately bring up my second team. I am not going to leave Alpha stranded this time. I'm going to bring them up for support. Notice them engaging on the move. Okay, he's running. I'm going to say Alpha, cease fire, because I want to move Bravo up the street. I don't want to cross the lines of fire with Alpha. Friendly fire is a big problem in urban combat. I'll move them to this position on the car, having them run. Okay, there are my targets. You are free to fire at those targets. Okay, ambush. I'm going to go to my Grenadier, and I'm going to have him deploy a 203 grenade. Looks like I have another guy dug in down there. I'll send one more for good measure. Oh, he's dead. Cease fire. Notice how they take a knee, making themselves as small a target as possible in an urban situation. I will move them up along the wall to proceed down the street, staying out of the middle of the street whenever possible. That is Full Spectrum Warrior. Thank you.
and roll records ain't selling this year. I got my nuts against the grain, and yeah, you know that it's a bitch. Playing through the band and watching bands get rich. It's crystal clear to all my peers that rock and roll records, they ain't selling this year. But it's a little bit of crummy how the music making money seems to slip on through to a world full of dummies. I just get cheers from my blood, sweat, and tears. Cause rock and roll records ain't selling this year. I'm gonna spread it around and get it all down. Ain't gonna flip-flop, hip-hop, sucking on a pork chop sounds so weird to my ears. Then rock and roll records, they ain't selling this year. At the end of the day, I'm gonna do it my way, cause I gotta have something good for the play. So raise your beer and let's say cheers to rock and roll records that ain't selling this year. That's right, I'm here to testify on behalf of the rock and roll records. Rock and roll records. Rock and roll records. Rock and roll records that ain't selling this year. Rock and roll records. Rock and roll records. Rock and roll records, they ain't selling this year. They ain't selling this year. Oh, it's painfully clear. They ain't selling this year.
Agent Hunt. IMF sources have detected suspicious activity at the Surma Corporation's weapons research facility. Security leaks at the facility have become a source of serious concern to the intelligence community. You must infiltrate the Surma fortifications, discover the source of the leaks, and eliminate them. You and your IMF team must use stealth and an agile mind as your primary tools. You have learned when to remain in the shadows and when to emerge. And this mission will require measured application of these skills. But the shadows are merely one tool among the many at your disposal. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to see that the dangers born of the shadows are not allowed to see the light of day.
To go. Can Rick Craven make it happen? Go, go, go! Getting physical here at Darlington Raceway like it's supposed to be.
Ricky Craven and Kurt Busch side by side, they both. Busch pushes the wall. Ricky Craven has won the race.
This game has not yet been rated.
Here is where man tests the safety of his toys. This is the first of many atrocities you will witness man commit on his animal friends.
Hold on a second. You know my girl Betty? Yeah, she sent me a picture yesterday. Let me tell you something. Rita Hayworth ain't got nothing on her. I thought Betty was blonde. No, that's Mary Lou. I tell you what, I'll put him on a track. Did something work? Get to your station! No, come on, move! Come back and move it! It's not gas. It's only dust. Joe Griffin! Is that you? Follow me, Marine! We need to get topside.